This Xbox Game Showcase probably has to be the best showcase we've seen in years. They had no stops. We had Halo, we had Gears of War, we had Fable, we had a new Persona game announced. We have so many good games announced for this showcase coming either this year or early next year. While we're diving into the game showcase, I'm gonna have two games in mind. I'm gonna have one game that's gonna be my favorite game, the game I'm most excited to play. I cannot wait. If I could get it today, I would. And I'm gonna have my least favorite game that I don't know if I'm gonna play it at all. I'm not sure if many people are going to play it. So stay until the end to see what those two games are gonna be. Let's talk about Gears of War, man. Gears of War did it right with their trailer. It wasn't just some cinematic. It wasn't just some cool trailer with some CGI and some music. No, they just played the very first mission as their trailer. And that is so tough. To just come out swinging, just boom, this is what the game's gonna look like, this is how it's gonna play. Such a huge win for the Gears of War team at Coalition, man. It showed everything I wanted to see. I was so worried at first, just, I've always known Gears of War EDA was coming out, but to finally get to see the gameplay, all my stresses went away. They still have cover mechanics, they still have active reload, you can still assist your friendlies when he's on the ground being attacked. They even added things where you could climb over things taller than just like, a barrier. You could jump across stuff. The weapon variety that they've shown in the Direct is so cool. They added so many cool and unique weapons. To go back to that classic COG versus Locust battle and right at the beginning is such a cool time frame to be. And how they reference back to the older games, like the swarm holes and like how the enemies look and how they act and the weapon variety and just everything I seen out of this trailer was just so fire. And October cannot come any sooner. Let's move on towards Fable. Now, Fable is an interesting beast. I'm very excited for the game, and I'm glad that they have a set date for it to come out. But I really, really wish they showed gameplay. If you guys don't know, they had a developer direct a few months ago, I think February or March. That's where they deep dive into the game and what everything's going to be like. And I watched that, so I already know what Fable is going to be like, and I know that Fable is going to be like Fable when it comes out. Wow, I just said Fable like 10 million damn times. But that's my concern, is a lot of people will watch the game showcase, but won't watch the side stuff like the developer direct. So I wish the people at Playground Games showed gameplay, and instead of it just being a cinematic trailer, because I've seen the gameplay, but probably like 80% of the people that watch the game showcase have not seen the developer direct of how the game's gonna play. So now a lot of people are just basing their ideas of what Fable is going to be like off cinematic trailers they've seen for the past previous years. So I think that's kind of like an L on Playground's part that they didn't show any gameplay inside their trailer. To rest assured, any Fable fans that haven't seen the Direct, it looks good. So if you haven't seen it, I would go to the Xbox, I would look up Developer Direct, and I would look at the Fable section because it looks really good. Now let's wrap up the big three. Halo Campaign Evolved. Going into this, I was very skeptical. I remember watching videos of YouTubers getting early access to like the alpha build like last year, and they weren't exactly happy about the finished product. Boy, oh boy, when I saw that trailer and I saw what the 3 missions are actually going to be, and one of them is going to be a spaceship battle, my stresses were all thrown out the window. I am officially hyped for a Halo Campaign Evolved. And I'm also hyped that Halo Campaign Evolved is the first game out of all these games is coming out next month. And it's coming out towards the end of July, but I'm glad it's coming out in July. So that's something I'm very excited to look forward to. But let's kind of look into why I'm excited. You mentioned the spaceship battle. People have been wanting a spaceship battle since freaking Reach, dude. And now that we're finally having one in the Campaign Evolved game is super cool. And the enemies look so freaking sick, man. The golden white hunters and the grunts, and I like how they have that royal theme. I'm kind of curious what those 3 missions are going to be on. Is it going to be on a ship? Is it going to be on a planet? Cool that they're making them look royal, like they're like guarding one of the head chairman guys. No complaints here. Super hyped for Halo CE. I cannot wait to play this one. Look at some games that caught me off guard and I did not expect to be in the showcase. I'm typically not the person that like goes online and tries to figure out every single game that's going to be in the showcase or what leaks show what games are going to be in the showcase or anything. I always like to go into these blind and just have my own raw reaction to all the trailers and all the games coming out. First of all, it's Metro 2039. They've mentioned it in previous years, but to have a for sure set date this year was so cool, man. The last Metro game that came out was in 2019, so it's been a bit of time since it came out. And this one looks so freaking good, man. So I'm gonna have to go pick up the Metro games and replay them all again to get ready for the new game that's coming out. Secondly was Senua. Senua was a huge, like, out of nowhere. Because the newest Senua game came out just like 1 or 2 years ago, like 2024 or 2025. And if you haven't played the Senua games, bro, go check them out. They are such bangers. You guys will love those games. But to have a new Senua game coming out next year, basically back to back, is mind-blowing. I don't even know how the studio even pulled this off. Like, how did you guys pull this off? And lastly, the game that really caught me off guard, that I had no idea was going to be in here, was Spyro. If you go look at any other person's Xbox Game Showcase reaction, every single person has the same reaction I did. Oh my god, bro. Just... Whoa, what? I thought I was going to be Call of Duty. What the hell? No, what? Is this a Spyro game? Activision actually made something else besides Call of Duty? What? That's the biggest plot twist of this showcase so far, man. Yeah. My boy Spyro, there he is. Oh, looking like a stud. Dang. Like, the last time they did anything with Spyro was just a remake of the original trilogy a few years ago. So to have a fresh, new Spyro game coming out of Activision of all companies is a huge Xbox W, man. The Clockwork Revolution game looks so cool, man. I'm so excited to see where they take this. Every time I've seen the gameplay of this thing, it gets me more and more excited. And to finally have a set date for it to come out is so cool. Because in previous years, it's always said in due time. But this year, they actually have a for sure date of when it's coming out. And I am so unbelievably hyped for this game, man. Like, the concept of it, of like you controlling time, is really cool. We haven't seen a really time-paced game in a long time. So to have Clockwork Revolution bring it back is so freaking badass. Everything about this game just gets me so excited, so I cannot wait to get my hands on this game to play it. Let's talk about all the indie games that were announced in this showcase. Starting off with The Bad Magpie. Now, this game doesn't really look very interesting to me. It's more of that cozy style, puzzle style kind of game. And if you like cozy style games like that, like Stardew Valley, you know, maybe any kind of puzzle game, then this might be right up your alley. But for me personally, it's just not something I'm very excited for. Next is Vivarium. It looks very interesting. It definitely is another cozy game where it's like you want to like lay down, play this game where you're going to bed kind of. But what's so interesting about it is it looks like a classic anime. Like that art style and everything. And I love how games are going back to these like art styles that no one really uses anymore, like Cuphead and like that recently, like that Rat Detective game, and now this game where it's going to like the total opposite. So the cartoon is going straight to the classic anime art style, which I think is very cool, and I will install just to check it out, but I don't think I will finish the game. The game I'm really excited for, there's two of them. The first one is Join Us. Join Us just looks like stupid, dumb fun, man. And I'm really hoping it's multiplayer where you can play with your friends, because it would be 10 times more fun. But this just looks like another one of these simulator games that are just going to be stupid and crazy.
Go positively.
And it's just such a cool concept of like starting a cult and building up like a cult empire in this small town. And I just think that this game just looks so fun, man. And I just cannot wait to play it. But the number one indie game I'm most excited for, dude, has to be Beaumont's Curse, dude. This game scratches my roguelike ick that I've been looking for so long. I've tried a couple here, I've tried a couple there, but this game is right up my alley. Dead Cells is one of my favorite roguelikes of all time, and this looks so similar to Dead Cells. So having Beaumont Curse coming out either this year or early next year, so hyped, man. And it's also a Castlevania too. Like, what else can I say except you're welcome. The Persona fans are eating this showcase, man. They just got a full course 5-star meal, dude. They're getting the Persona 4 remake and Persona 6 were both announced in the same showcase. Man, I need to check out the Persona games because you guys are eating good. Now, this part of the showcase is where it kind of slowed down, and every showcase kind of has this, like their mainstay games, like their live service games, like in previous years of PlayStation State of Play, like they'll announce the new Destiny update, RIP Destiny, that downtime where like they're gonna have Bethesda show off their 76 update, Elder Scrolls Online update, and then the Sea of Thieves comes in, does their yearly update. But what caught me off guard was the Doom, the Dark Ages DLC being announced and coming out next month, man. I loved how fun Doom the Dark Ages was. Believe me, I'm gonna be streaming that, I'm gonna be playing that every single day until I beat it, man. I'm so excited. And it kind of brought some life back to that dull moment of like, okay, indie game here, yearly update there, and then boom, Doom the Dark Ages DLC. You're like, whoa. And if you haven't played Doom the Dark Ages, go and play it, man. It's definitely not as lit as Doom Eternal, but Doom the Dark Ages still has its place to be so fun. Now, some other shocking things that were released was Crazy Taxi Driver. I can't even remember the last time a Crazy Taxi Driver came out on any console, man. And to see a Crazy Taxi Driver just out of nowhere, out of the blue, you've got to play it, man. Just for the fact that you haven't seen a Crazy Taxi Driver in so long. And on top of that, I'm guessing it's co-op because at the end of the trailer it shows like a chick driver pulling up, so I'm guessing you could probably play with your friends. So it's just dumb, stupid fun, you know, maybe play in one afternoon uninstall kind of game, man. Now, my final thoughts on the full game showcase from the beginning to the very end. What did I actually think about the showcase? Now, honestly, this showcase has been the best showcase we've seen in years. It had everything you wanted and more. And what better way to do it than do it on the 25th anniversary of Xbox, showing off not one, not two, but 3 of their most popular mainstay titles of all time, all on the same showcase, almost all releasing on the 25th anniversary of Xbox is insane, man. Gears of War, Fable, Halo, all 3 of those titles being here, all for the 25th anniversary of Xbox, is just like a dream come true for any Xbox fan. And as we all know, Asha Sharma, the GOAT, has been coming through saving Xbox's ass with every move she could do. Changing the logo, updating the achievements, adding like cool little emblems next to your player score now, and lowering the price of Game Pass, and doing all these things. Almost like a perfect year for Xbox. So we just have to see them finish out strong. So that means Gears of War has to be good. That means the Halo CE remake has to be good. That means the Doom, the Dark Ages DLC cannot be a letdown. What other games are releasing this year, all of them have to be heaters, or like a majority of them have to be heaters to end this year off as an Xbox W. Let's pick the 2 games that I've been having in the back of my mind this whole time I'm making this video. My favorite one and my worst one. We'll start with the worst game. Now, honestly, guys, The Bag Magpie is just not a game I'm hyped for. I'm not excited to play. I'm probably not going to play it. But obviously, guys, we already know. If you guys see my YouTube short or anything, we all know that Gears of War E-Day is the #1 game I'm most excited for this year. And there's no competition. We haven't seen a new Gears of War since 2019. I was in high school when Gears of War 5 came out, man. And I played it all the way until they ended the live service on it, and they just kept the servers on. And I still played it even after the servers were on. That's how much I love Gears of War, and I cannot wait to get into these online lobbies and start sweating on fools.